I hate myself for doing this, but what's up, guys? I'm Chris Trexmore.
I'm Jordan.
And this is a better game than Kingdom Hearts 3.
I'm not going to argue with me. We are playing Kingdom Hearts 1, and we're here in Monstro, so what's up, Jordan? You can keep playing. Don't look at me at all anymore. I never want to see your face again.
With this, we can get out of here, Father.
Who built this ship?
Really? With this big block?
You're looking for too many details in this.
It's true.
Listen, I have to have something to pick on, all right? And if it's not Jordan,
It's Kingdom Hearts 3.
you're right. Oh, it is a new episode. We can get super deep into it, Jordan. We don't care about your opinions at all because you haven't finished the game and you're wrong.
Yeah. Looks like
And
He said we're going to get deep into something that's not deep at all.
deep into our criticisms because I feel like our criticisms are going to be very, very deep cuts. Yeah. So do you want to start? Because me and Jordan got into it a little bit last week, and you were in the chat. You were very livid about a lot of things.
I was
And-
just I was fresh off finishing the game. So I've had more time to cool down.
No, I don't want the cooldown. I want the
But
hot.
I still hate it.
Because
a lot.
we were in the car over here, and you started getting heated again. I was like, Daniel. Look
Yeah,
at me.
I was starting to build up. It's like, hold on, save it for the content.
I need you to
save it
save
for the
this.
content. Turn down just for now.
All right. So the first thing I realized about the game when I was very upset about it was,
There's a pirate ship that you can summon every fight.
okay, yes, that definitely got to me. But yeah, and the combat, it was interesting.
What combat? You just press triangle.
Yes, and if you don't press triangle, combat takes way too long because it really does force you to do that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's press X simulator until a triangle thingy, and then you just press triangle 500 times with pirate ships and other amusement park rides.
And I mean, you can skip parts of it.
And some of them will just outright change the mechanics and control schemes on the fly.
Assuming you have any control at all. Because my favorite Keyblade was the one, like the first one you get from Olympus, and it does that little chariot thing, and you just fly around for 30 seconds, and there's no way to end it. You have to keep mashing the X button to do
Yeah.
damage.
I like that there's really
What are you
no
doing?
real
Come on, let's go
reason to
back.
use magic in the game because there's less magic overall.
Pinocchio, stop fooling around.
Like there's no
It's time for
reflect and
games.
like the good magic is gone. It's just the simple damage magic, and cure magic is useless.
Because you
by
can
the
just
way,
summon.
yeah, because summons do everything cure does and AOE damage. There's no reason to press cure ever.
Also, did you use any of the other summons? I only used Meow Wow.
What are you
I used
doing
Simba because
Because he's the first one and
here?
not
You know what
Dumbo.
I mean?
no, he was the second one in this
Did you
game.
find her?
I didn't use the first one because I didn't realize how OP summons were until I just got Simba, and I'm like, oh, I can just burn everything
on.
and heal? Why not?
I mean, I used Meow Wow because it was the first one, and I read it's like, oh, it heals you and your entire party, and I think I was in Twilight Town, and like I didn't realize that we're already at this point where they're dropping like the big HP balls and mana balls. And
Big
stuff like
balls.
that. Big balls. My arm is getting really tired holding up my mic. But T-Rex just claims everybody. Yeah, the alternate name for this stream is T-Rex Yells at White Boys. As you can see, I have my white boys. I have a different white boy tomorrow, but that's fine too. And then me and Jacob are doing a XCOM Let's Play, which went terribly, by the way. But you know what I don't do in that one? Yell at Jacob at all. We do still yell at James because he's in the other room a lot of times, especially when we start recording. So we just yell, James, what are you doing? So that's always fun.
I also like how in Kingdom Hearts 3, there's no reason for Sora to be visiting Disney Worlds at all. Like, I'm not saying that Kingdom Hearts has ever been very deep in the tie-ins for Disney because
Yeah.
obviously it was just kind of shoehorned in and they had to find justification.
But at least for
they
this
went
one,
through the trouble of trying to justify
Yeah.
it in the other games.
like,
They
I'm looking
didn't.
for my friends.
They
Yeah.
didn't bother in Kingdom Hearts 3.
No.
It's like you gotta
Daniel-
find
Daniel.
this power of awakening
The power of waking that he
that he had the whole time.
just actually figures out how to use at the very end.
Yeah, conveniently, even
Yeah.
though it would have been useful at the very beginning. And it's not that he needed to learn how to use it, it's just it would have worked when he needed it. Like, this whole time, he's like, yo, let me go save this Aqua bit, right? Can I just go save this Aqua bitch that you guys keep failing to save? And they're all like, no. And then finally they're like, yeah, sure, fine, you can try it. And he's like, all right, done. That was it. That was literally it.
Yeah.
They could have done that in the beginning. and we would have had much better plot. Hopefully.
I mean, you'd like to think that. Another thing is, they were just like, there were worlds, and they were very big, but I feel like they were very empty.
Yeah, they were.
Yeah.
And then there were a lot of times when Sora made no difference in the world. It was very noticeable in Toy Box. You're still in Toy Box, or you finished it?
I finished Toy Box.
Good. So did you notice that you didn't save any of their friends?
Right.
Yeah, they're still gone.
Yeah.
You're right. I didn't even realize that.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Nothing happens. The only thing that of consequence is you saved Buzz from the darkness, but he only was in that darkness because you were there.
Yeah, you were there to.
Because had you
drive
not
the
dragged
wedge.
them
Yeah.
in there, this wouldn't have happened to begin with. Sora was the problem in that world, and nothing got solved with
Yeah.
his presence.
Well-
it was so lazy.
And so another thing you were talking about is like it's just a rehash of the movies and stuff like that. Like Tangled, it's literally just the movie. And then you can tell in the cutscenes like Sora's just kind of pasted in the whole time.
Like, they don't even bother to develop the villains. By the way, I was mad. I was talking to Nika. When...
Hold on. I'm gonna need you to go back and enunciate with that name.
Nika!
Okay.
Nika! I am sorry. I'm white. I don't use racial slurs on stream or at all. But her name is Nika. Nika. You're gonna see the yellow money mark on YouTube.
It's funny that you think this channel is monetized on YouTube at
Oh,
all.
you're right. This is the Typo House Plays channel.
Yeah, where
you
we
don't have an audience
I
yet.
think we have like 14 whole subscribers. I'm convinced all of them are bots except for me.
or
because-
people who just pity you.
No, I'm the only one who watches our videos.
I mean, you can still get pity subs.
Yeah.
But anyway, crap, I don't even know where I was at with this.
You were talking to Nika about something.
Oh, we were in what? Tangled?
Tangled, yeah.
Nope, I'm lost. You lost. You made me lose my train of thought.
Sora's just pasted in. No villain didn't matter at all. Like you don't see the villain the entire
Oh yeah,
time.
I was talking to her. I was talking to her when I was playing Toy Box, and I was like, "Yo, the boss better be Zurg, right?
That's what I was saying.
Dude, that would've been
Where's
great.
Zurg?
Where's Zurg?" But no, you don't fight any characters from like any villains from Toy Story. You don't fight Sid. You don't fight like I would have been awesome to have like a massive Sentinel-sized Sid fight.
That would have been
or,
great. Yeah.
Or even Lotso because he kind of looked evil.
The
but
bear?
Yeah, the bear from the
Yeah.
third movie. But or Zurg, like there were so many potential villains.
Literally anybody.
Didn't bother.
What do we get? This stupid like what is it? UFO?
Yeah,
Yeah.
got the UFO. And then for Tangled, they don't even do a good job of painting Gothel as a villain. She actually, for the most part, just seems like a character who genuinely cares about Rapunzel. And the only time that you could like the one time scene where she's like faking saving Rapunzel, the game doesn't even show you that she's faking it. The game actually makes it look like she fought off Heartless to save Rapunzel. The game doesn't do a good job of painting her as a bad guy until the very end, and then she dies via cutscene. Don't even get like some Heartless transformation fight out of her. Fuck that. That'd take too much effort. You don't even know who the villain for Frozen is because you only see him for 2 seconds in the whole world.
And then he literally just turns into a big boss.
And then he
To be
turns
fair,
into a giant wolf, which, by the way,
he
was the
looked
best
cool.
boss in the
Yeah,
game.
it was
Best
the
boss
most
in the game.
interesting. But yeah, not Frozen as just a world. Oh my god, it looked good. Okay, like if you put it next to the movie, because you know that cutscene. But if you put it next to the movie and then just put the cutscenes next to each other, if you told me one was from a game and one was from the movie, I would have a hard time telling the difference. But
They looked good,
Yeah.
but that's about it. They were very surface level.
literally, hold on, the entire world was all right. Let me climb up to the top of this mountain. Elsa says, "Hey, I don't need you. Go away." So we're at the bottom. Hey, let me climb up to the top of this mountain again, but a different way. All right. Well, you know what? That didn't solve anything. I need to go talk to Elsa again. That was the entire world.
Yeah, you just go up a mountain twice.
Oh,
And by the way, I was calling major BS on this already because I was already, by the time I was playing Frozen, I was already like, I feel like this is filler. Please let me. So I go down to the bottom of the mountain and it's like we need to go to the top of the mountain again. I'm like, fine, gummy shit, bitches. And it's like, oh, I can't just land at the top of the mountain.
well,
Fuck this
I mean,
game.
we figured that out in Tarzan too, when we tried to do that, because the game, you know, cutscene triggers and stuff like that.
Yeah, but Tarzan, how old was Kingdom Hearts 1? Like, you're supposed to improve on these things, not just be like, oh, by the way, this is lazy level design, let's do it again in 2019.
And then you get to the top, and then guess what happens when you get to the top? Hey, you got to go to the bottom of the mountain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was,
Like, that's the entire world. And then
you just go up the mountain twice, and nothing of relevance happens, and the villain is shown on screen for 2 seconds. No dialogue, no name drop to the best of my knowledge. Just so lazy. And then you fight a wolf, which is awesome, and is the only awesome thing in the whole world and one of the best bosses in the game, but without context at all.
Yeah. Let's see. What was after Frozen? Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah, because the water level is the level everyone likes in video games.
So, it was cool at first that, you get the ship, because the first Pirates of the Caribbean world in Kingdom Hearts 2
Sucked.
Yeah, very small and whatnot. But for Kingdom Hearts 2, the Pirates of the Caribbean world was the first movie. And then you come to Kingdom Hearts 3, and then they're in the third movie.
The third movie, yeah.
So there's makes no sense at all. It would have made a little bit more sense if they went for the second movie, but that's whatever.
And this is one of the only times they actually used one of the proper villains, but they didn't even bother building him up.
Yeah.
He was just kind of like, oh, by the way, this is a boss fight now.
Yeah. And then ship-to-ship combat was terrible. Like, oh my god.
Yeah.
And you have to do it twice.
And then there was that stupid little mini collectathon before you could go into the final fight. And then
getting the crabs?
Yeah.
They did a lot, maybe not a lot of that, but they did the crabs, and then there were the sword pieces at the end, and then the sword pieces at the end right after that. And it's just run around. And it's not hard. It's not interesting. It's just annoying.
Tedium. Pure tedium.
Spoilers.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's whatever. Yeah, I think he's focused.
Yeah, he's just having fun with Kingdom.
He's just letting us
with
rant.
a good Kingdom Hearts
He's
game.
hoping it'll get out of our system before the next hour's over. You're wrong, by the way.
Jordan, you look so defeated right now.
Everyone who's watching this on YouTube, I hope you're looking forward to this for a week.
Yay! Assuming somebody remembers to schedule videos. Because if you're watching the live stream, obviously we're live right now, and then we're doing the intro and the outro every 15, 20 minutes. And then I just upload them to YouTube as a batch, and then upload them or make them live around 7 o'clock every weekday on Typo House Plays. But sometimes I forget to schedule things, or I schedule things wrong and drop 2 episodes in the same day. Listen, life is hard. So yeah, only professionalism here from Typo House Plays. So yeah.
Yeah, all professional. See, you just derailed my anger. Derailed my anger.
Give it a minute. It'll come right back.
I'm gonna need to build it back up now. Like, I don't know what else to get mad about.
Number of worlds. Did we already cover that?
I mean,
like, okay.
So yeah. Let's talk about that.
In the trailer.
If you guys remember that feeling of beating a number of worlds, and you're at that halfway point in Kingdom Hearts 2, and the story starts to take off, that's the end of Kingdom Hearts 3. You're not at the halfway point. It feels like you are. But no, you're actually at the end of the game already.
Yeah. Well, the other thing, too, is, like, alright, so they showed the trailer, and they showed, like, the new world, and it was going to be great. Like, you have San Francisco, you have Frozen, you have Tangled, and then it's all the new worlds.
They showed all of it.
Yeah, in the trailer.
Everything in the trailer is everything we got.
Like,
that's all we got.
Even in this is, what, our 4th, 5th week doing this? And this is our 4th, 5th world? Like, you'd be done with Kingdom Hearts.
3.
Yeah.
And then there's just, like, stupid decisions I don't... Like the villains thing really bugs me. Like, the only good Disney villain fight... I said villain.
Nobody said Trinity.
Listen, we're too heated for Trinity.
We're not in a happy space right now, okay? We're talking about the worst of 3. We don't want to talk about Trinities. Hey.
More gummy shit.
That's more gummy shit.
Another cannon.
Yeah.
Again, bitches love cannons.
Bitches love cannons.
So Smooth said in the chat that sounds like we hate Kingdom Hearts 3. You hate Kingdom Hearts 3.
I do hate Kingdom Hearts 3.
I don't hate it. I enjoyed the game. I'm a little upset with the price tag I paid for half a game. Hopefully, we'll get like free DLC, because that's how games release.
Free?
You're right. You're right. I understand.
In before $30 Final Mix DLC that just changes enemy palettes to be ugly and brown. That's 5 more bosses.
I just hope that we get something, because this is 2019, and releasing unfinished games is unfortunately the norm.
Yes.
And if we have
a 15-year unfinished game.
yeah, if I have to pay for the DLC, I'm not gonna get it. I'll say that. But if they do like again free DLC, I'm fine. Dude, just run, because I hate those things, because they just disappear and they sit over there, and then you have to jump and backtrack. It's not worth it. It's really not.
Which is sad to
Jordan,
say.
please.
While these enemies are
Jordan, no, you
while these
did it.
enemies are a bit tedious, they are still way more creative than anything Kingdom Hearts 3 tries to add to the mix.
Oh dear. So I remember playing the first world, the Hercules world in 3, and I was like, oh, there's a bunch of new Heartless. These are kind of cool, and if we're coming out with like new Heartless in the first world, I had high hopes. And then you realize like Power Wild is in every world. Every world. And like in the Tarzan world, it at least made sense, and that's the only place you see them other than the Coliseum, which again that makes sense because that's just Heartless from wherever.
Yeah.
But Tangled, there are monkeys just in a field.
Yeah, I was commenting on that too when I was playing. I'm like, this is from Tarzan's world. Why are they here? This is a copy pasted enemy from Kingdom Hearts 1.
Yeah, and then they're in. I feel like they're in the Coliseum world. I might be wrong, but
again, Coliseum world in general is it's the typical area exclusive enemies rule kind of doesn't apply because it's supposed to be just a challenge of everything in the game. But
except for Kingdom Hearts 3.
Except in Kingdom Hearts 3 when you're not in the Coliseum.
Like, again, it's fine. It's cool. Let's do something new or interesting with Hercules, because we've been there every world.
Yeah, Hercules is one of the staples in the series. I feel like Hercules had one of the best bosses, and sadly it was the first boss. But still, it to me it should have been more memorable. But by then, it's just like by the time I reached the end of the game, I'd forgotten about it.
Okay, so
because I just drudged through crap.
That reminds me. Do you remember like the cutscene where it shows the Titan and the roller coaster?
The roller coaster. Looks stacked like that's not happening.
No, but the roller coaster, like the attraction thing, like I thought that was just gonna be a boss battle thing. I didn't think it was gonna be an every battle thing.
I didn't actually see the roller coaster, but for one time, and it was at the end when you're fighting off the army of everything's.
Oh, really? It wouldn't let me beat the Rock Titan without doing the roller coaster.
I don't remember the Rock Titan.
It was like the first boss, and you're like running up the wall, and you gotta fight it and attack its heels.
Like I said, by the time I got to the end, I trudged through so much shit, it was forgettable.
It was one of the more interesting bosses.
I only remember the roller coaster itself one time, and that's when I was fighting off like the equivalent of the 1,000 Heartless fight.
I mean, you see it twice, and it's the only times you see it, and I think that was one of the better ones and the more interesting ones, other than the fact that, it forces you to use it.
Yeah.
It's the only way you can finish the battle. Because in the battle you're talking about at the end of the game, where you do the like the big battle. Are you just running in circles again?
I fell off something when I was getting chests.
Okay.
Well, at least your defense went up.
Yeah. But again,
you guys are ranting. Don't mind me.
I don't.
No, that green Heartless has got to go. Get out of the way so I can kill the green one.
It's like I understand why they do it because it is obnoxious, but I hate that they always pair the big bodies with them, and you're like, all right, my one combo isn't strong enough to kill it, and then it gets healed immediately.
Yeah. Still more challenging than anything in Cage 3.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. And then just the stupid rail grinding sections. And
the rail grinding. Like everything just felt like this right here. Let's just use this as a comparison. There feels like there's genuine exploration in this game, especially for the time that this game came out. Like fully 3D rendered areas like this that are explorable and everything. Actually, kind of a big deal back then. But yet, Kingdom Hearts 3 doesn't even want to be troubled enough to do that. Everything is like, I guess it's like what? It's like playing the first 4 hours of Final Fantasy 13. It's just hallway cutscene, hallway cutscene, hallway cutscene, hallway cutscene, 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 hallway cutscene.
Dude, when I got to the end, it was probably because I don't have a life, so it was probably like 1 o'clock in the morning when I got to the end to like the final boss. And I'm just, like, I put my controller down and watch a cutscene, and my screen went dark because of the timer. Like,
Oh, because your TV timer?
yeah, well, just the controller timeout timer.
Oh,
Like,
oh yeah, that's another thing that pissed me off is like the cutscenes won't play if your controller cuts off. Like, what the fuck? Come on, you guys have like 30 minutes of cutscenes all in one block,
and it's
and
long
my
enough to do
controller
that.
has to.
Yeah.
My controller has to stay on.
Speaking of cutscenes, we kind of glossed over it earlier, but Frozen. Did all of Let It Go, and do you want to build a snowman need to be in there? Not to mention, do you want to build a snowman being talked over by fucking what's-her-face the entire time?
Yeah, she's talking over herself, singing the song via flashback. And let's talk about the fact that they put the entire music videos of both these songs in, basically. But when you start the game, it's like, by the way, please don't stream this for its music.
Also, like, instant copyright strike. Straight up. Like, if you were streaming this or put it on YouTube as a Let's Play or anything, you just have to hit the mute button. It's like, well, that's a copyright strike. You can talk over it like Anna does, but guess what? It still doesn't matter.
Yeah, because you're just basically showing the movie at that point. Watermark and all.
Yeah, oh yeah. You didn't know about that, but in the Frozen world, it's like 1 or 2 frames when during the Let It Go cutscene, there's a watermark for, I think it says Arnold or something like that. And it's like a render thing where if you don't have the license, it shows up in your final work. And it only shows up for like a frame or 2. But, you know, finished complete games that, you know, have been like 15 years in the making, guys. Great games. Great games. Also, we've been going for about 20 minutes. So that's
Yeah,
gonna
we'll split the rant up and do some more.
yeah, we'll continue this next episode.
You get to listen to this tomorrow.
Listen, don't cut me off. I've been Crusher T-Rex Moore.
I'm Jordan.
I'm ranting.
Also, have you said anything like this whole episode?
A little bit, not much.
Okay.
I'm letting you guys do the talking and I'll just play.
Maybe we'll get a little bit more Jordan next
Maybe
episode.
Jordan is just slowly losing the will to ever finish Kingdom Hearts 3 as this goes on.
Yeah, because he says he hasn't touched in a week. Anyway, you guys can catch us live Wednesdays, 1 a.m., not a.m., p.m.-ish. Wednesdays, catch anything you missed on Type House Plays. Information is right next to Jordan's face over there. You guys can see it. Bye, everybody. Don't go anywhere if you're on the live stream, though. Bye. I can't find the stop button.